your girl Lex B, back with a vid for you. Yeah, let's get it. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. It's been a minute, man. If you are new to the channel, my name is Lex. What's up? How y'all doing? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. And if you've been a returning here and you a subscriber, I apologize, man, for my 1 week hiatus, I guess, or a week and a half, and probably been 2 or longer. I don't know, but honestly, I apologize. I've been trying to get into this rhythm. Had a video I was posting, got messed up because of some of the people that was in it didn't want to be in it anymore. Came complicated, whatever. But now we're here. Got a video for y'all, man. Got something interesting. I feel like, you know, it's back to school time, and I was like, what can I do that will contribute to the topic? You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking, let me do my worst and best memories, you know what I'm saying, of my school days. Like, I'm out of school, graduated. I do have my bachelor's. Do plan on going back to school for my master's, but right now I have up to my bachelor's degree. And yeah, so what is that? How many years of school is that? I don't know, but I have my list here. So if y'all see me looking, I have my list here of different memories that I have going back to elementary, which literally elementary, I got like one real memory. And then as I'm doing that, as y'all can see, man, I'm out here looking crazy. Yes, I'm looking crazy as hell right now. And it's really because I need to do my hair. Today is Sunday night and I have to do my hair. And I was like, I might as well, you know what I'm saying, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you feel me? So y'all gonna see me do my hair. Y'all gonna do we gonna do our hair together, I guess. Prepare for Monday together. So y'all turn this on, make sure y'all got y'all food, get y'all hair supplies, you feel me? I got my hair supplies here. This is some aloe, some grease, you feel me? And some moisturizer. So I'm just gonna go right into it and talk about some memories. Just have a nice calm conversation, man. If y'all enjoy my stories at the end of this video, make sure y'all like it up, man. Y'all like up my video, subscribe, share it with somebody. I don't know, maybe sharing my memories will help y'all help somebody, some student right now know what not to do in school, because I'm pretty sure half my memories is some bullshit, man. I'm not even gonna lie, it's some real crazy stuff that I probably shouldn't be telling y'all, but since y'all the gang, family gang, I'm finna tell y'all, mama. I'm gonna tell you. But I'm a bigger, this is the only disclaimer that we're gonna get right into this, but I'm a bigger, more mature person now, okay? So please don't judge me on some of the stories I'm gonna tell y'all right now. And I ain't gonna name no names, so for those of y'all, if y'all watching this and y'all went to school with me, bruh, I'm sorry now. So here we go. All right, let me figure out my hair. All right, so we going to elementary school, right? So, boom, right? Elementary school, I was in Florida for majority of elementary school. I went in Miami, Florida to be exact. And should I name the schools? I feel like no. For purposes of the craziness that going on, I'm gonna say the elementary school, because nothing crazy really went down. There's no crazy stories in this one, but I went to Cutler Ridge Elementary School. Shout out to Cutler Ridge, bruh. I went to Cutler Ridge for like half, you know, majority, but was also, like I said, before I moved from New York. So boom, right? My memories, or my best memory of elementary school, I mean, we young, so we really shouldn't be that ratchet in elementary school, at least not yet. And I'm speaking for generation. I'm a 94 baby, so I don't know what's happening in elementary school right now, because I can only imagine, because y'all some fast, y'all fast there. But oh shit, goddamn, y'all fast these days. But yeah, elementary school, my best memories of elementary school is the talent shows, right? All throughout school I was always doing talent shows, but I loved my elementary school talent shows because I was in some like girl band type shit. Shout outs to y'all. I don't know where y'all at now, but like my homies at the time, like we was like a little gang for real, and they was like 1 year older than me. And we used to be like motherfucking Destiny's Child. Like, I was doing more dancing. I've always been dancing. Like, that was my thing. So we used to do a little girl. We had not a like official girl group. Like, we didn't really have a name for ourselves. At least I don't remember if we did. But we used to be out there for real, like doing talent shows. I wish I had something to show y'all. To be honest, I do have a talent show. I might be fast forwarding ahead, but I did have a talent show that I did in in high school that I put on YouTube. So you might find that. I might show a clip somewhere on here. Yeah, and y'all can go check that out. But let me tell you, baby, the glow up is real. Okay, so there's that. Like I said, that's really all I remember from elementary schools, doing the talent shows, and like my group of friends at the time. We was really like, you don't have drama in elementary, really, for real, for real. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have petty kid drama in elementary. So we're gonna move on to middle school. So I went to middle school fully in Miami still, and middle school was like, honestly, the beginning of like just sex. Like, everything that I can remember either dealt with sex or drugs. Like, I'm not even trying to cap. A lot of my experiences deal with those two things, or just getting into stupid trouble that you're like, why did I do this? You know what I'm saying? So, boom. I remember, okay, so one memory I have of middle school was in drama class. I was in drama class, right? And we used to have drama. Okay, first of all, middle school in general was very competitive. The females in middle school was very competitive. Like, if you was doing like, and I mean like competitive in a not a good way, like sexually competitive. That's, oh my God. I hope nobody kills me for this, bruh. But yeah, so I remember in drama class, like when we had free time, bruh, it got crazy. Like, we used to play truth or dare in the back. Like, and it was lit though. Don't get me wrong. Our truth or dare game in the back, in the back, like, so our drama class had like this black box, and then it was like the stage or whatever you want to call it in the front, and then in the back they had like where you would get dressed, like the dressing rooms and stuff. So in the dressing rooms, we used to be in there playing truth or dare. And when I tell you that shit got spicy, bruh, I had a lot of my firsts in my drama class. Okay, another memory I have of middle school was my first time smoking a cigarette. So my best friend at the time was very like open to try a lot of stuff. I mean, I was too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, middle school is probably the time of the year like where you start to at least put your toe in like the beginner stages of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not smoking weed, or maybe not smoking weed, but you smoking a cigarette, or you try a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not drinking like vodka, but you're drinking like Four Locos is crazy. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you're drinking like a margarita mix or some shit like that. Like, that's middle school. Like, you're just at the beginning stages of trying stuff. So I remember we was walking down the block after school, and there's these skater boys. It's always the skater boys. Stay away from the skater boys. They be the ones to get you into some shit, bro. But we used to, we was walking around with the skater boys, and one of the guys was like, yeah, I smoke cigarettes. Y'all want to try? Like, I never smoked cigarettes before. And like, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, you know, and my dad smoked cigarettes, and honestly, I always told myself, like, I'm not going to smoke cigarettes because my dad smokes, and I used to hate how that smelled. But I never knew what it felt like to smoke cigarettes. And I'm like, my dad smokes it, so it must be cool. Like, or not cool, but it must, like, feel good or taste good. You know what I'm saying? This is the middle school mind, okay? So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try it. I tried that shit. Somebody tell me, if y'all smoke cigarettes, I mean, I guess everybody got their thing, but I don't get the hoopla. Like, cigarettes is fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, first of all, it stink. Like, I even hate, like, I might puff and pass a little here and there, you feel me? But like, I hate when that smell is on me. Tobacco smell? Bro, that's just another freaking escalation right there. So I didn't like that. I remember I took one puff and I was done. Like, it's like taking your first shot. I was done. I was not having it. That's one memory I have. I also, oh my gosh, like in middle school, so middle school is like besides my mom passing away, I think middle school was the first time that I experienced somebody passing away, like that was like she wasn't close to me, but she was still like, we still talked, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still had conversations, we were still cool people and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't like she was my best friend, but we were still, you know, like friends. Like, they just like respectfully, but her name was Priscilla, and she passed away And it was tragic, bro. Like, can you imagine? So what happened, long story short, and I'm not going to get into the details of it because, you know, it's just crazy, but her father basically like murdered everybody in the house, and the only person who survived was her brother at the time. And I just remember, like, mind you, it's like one day you're going to school with this person, and I don't know if it happened over the weekend, but the point is, like, you see this person Friday, or you saw them maybe like Monday, whatever, and then the next day you hear about this stuff, and it's just like, as a middle school processing that, as a middle schooler, like, you're like, what, 13 or something, like, right? Or like 11, I don't know, but just hearing about that, like, it was crazy. Like, I just remember, like, not knowing how to feel. So it became like this whole thing, I remember, because people was getting upset because they felt like people who didn't even really know her were getting mad and feeling all these types of things about, you know, feeling all these ways and getting emotional and acting out. And people be like, you know, you don't even know her, or you didn't really know her. I remember that was a big thing at the time. Like you're not allowed to feel upset because you didn't even talk to her and stuff like that. And it was her, and she had a sister too. So I remember, like, when we heard the story, and then they had everybody, you know, they were trying to help kids because those who actually did know her, and she was a sweet woman, a sweet little girl. Like, those who did know her, there was counseling and all that stuff, and everybody was pretty sad for like a long time, and it was a weird thing to process because at that age you don't even know what that looks like, you know. So, just thinking about that, I low-key feel like that happened almost damn near yesterday. But we're gonna move on. We still in middle school, right? I got maybe 2 more memories that I have in middle school. So, like, I remember y'all told me, bitch, I can't talk. So remember I told y'all it used to get very competitive in my middle school, right? There was a time that I was in a love triangle. I guess that's the way we call it now, like a love triangle. At the time, I don't even think we knew that word, but it was a love triangle. And it was one of my closest friends, and I used to be upset because, like, when I think about it now, I'm like, we was really like one of like 10 black people in the school. I'm like, we had to hold it together. I'm like, of course he's playing us. The only one of 10 black people in the school, we pinned against each other because we both falling for this guy who really ain't shit, because, like, why would you play this? You feel me? So my friend at the time, we were both in class together. We both had classes together. We were really close. She liked the guy, and I liked the guy. Only thing is that we both didn't know what his intentions were with both of us, okay? So we both was entertaining him. But I think what was the case, and from what I remember, we both was playing it off like we didn't care. And little did we know, he was sitting here telling us both the same, like, lines. Like, he was playing us both. He was getting us both. So we would both hang out with him. We both would, you know, kiss him. And then we would both hang out with each other like if it was nothing. And I remember, I feel like when I found out, I seen homegirl on the bus with him. Like, not on the bus with him. I was on the yellow bus driving off, and I saw him with her. And I was so pissed, bro. Like, can you imagine? I'm just like this middle school little girl driving away in a bus, yellow bus. I look out the window, and there's this girl one of my friends hugging up on the guy that I presumed was my man. I'm so glad I didn't fight over that boy, because that would have been tragic, bro. He wasn't, like, he really ain't shit. He was cute at the time, but, like, and I remember his name too. I wonder if she remembers this, but we really was over here, like, being two-times about this guy. I think in middle school, you're just so excited to have attention from a boy. And when you think about it, bruh, you don't even, like, care if he ugly or not. For real, for real. Because when I look back, man, I mean, a lot of these men now, and look on Facebook, they look pretty, like, the glow up in puberty for them was good. But then, at the time, I'm like, God damn, you was not even worth it. You feel me? Speaking of men, I dated a guy who I knew, we all kind of knew he was gay. But going back to how I said we didn't care because we just wanted a boyfriend, everybody just wanted a boyfriend in middle school, he ended up coming out in high school that he was gay. And I remember dating him. I remember when I found that out, and I was in high school. He was 1 year ahead of me. I found out when I got to high school. No, I found out when I was in middle school. And people used to low-key make fun of me about it, but see, I'm a real nigga, so that shit don't faze me. But I was dating this kid this guy in middle school. My 7th grade year, I was dating an 8th grader, and 8th grade was, you know, right before you go to high school. So I was just hyped to be dating an 8th grader. You feel me? Cause bitch, who was doing that? But anyways, I freaking remember dating this kid, and he told me, he's like, we was cool because we both were in drama, but not the same grade, but we both were in drama, and we used to be cool. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with an 8th grader, yeah. And I remember he literally just asked me, he's like, would you be my girlfriend? But he acted so like, it was rumors going around of him being like, everybody thinking he was already gay or homosexual, you feel me? But nobody knew because, again, he didn't come out. So I'm like, bitch, you want me? I'm a 7th grader to be your girlfriend? Hell fucking yeah. And plus, like I said, at the time, you just want to be in a relationship with somebody. Like, whoever it is, listen, just throw me on your lap and whatever, give me the title, I don't care. So then we went out for probably like a couple of months. He was about to graduate. He ended up graduating. Mind you, we barely kissed. We barely did anything. Like, I think the most we did was he held my hand, and then he would like kiss me if he was taking me to class or anything, but that was really it. Like, and I never felt nothing. There was no spark. There was really no spark. Damn, bro. Was he my first boyfriend? He wasn't. He wasn't my first boyfriend. But apparently I was just that desperate. But yeah, and then I remember I get to 8th grade, and then probably like less than like maybe a month into school, I found out he's gay. Like, he came out. Somebody told me. He went to high school and was like, fuck it, I'm not going through 4 years with pretending to be gay. I mean, pretending not to be gay. And that was that. And I never heard from him since. Nah, but I think he's doing really good right now. Like, I think he does like some fitness stuff, and kudos to him, because and I think he got a nice ass body. But he was never he was one of them like well kept gay men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he kept his shit together. And he had nice style and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So kudos to him. Kudos to him. Keeping names out of this bitch. I tried marijuana for the first time in middle school. I was in 7th grade. Yep, 7th grade. 7th grade. I remember we bought it again from the skater boys, the skater guys. It's always the skater guys. Bought it from the skater guys and tried it. And I liked it. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't like get drawn to it until probably like high school. You know what I'm saying? Where I was like, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in love. Wait, what is it? I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner. But when you're young, that shit hard to get. It's like liquor. Like, you don't do it that often because you can't. It's not as accessible. I think that's it for middle school. Y'all see me struggling with my hair? Like, what the fuck? This shit. Multitasking, bruh. It can be the worst or the best of you. And honestly, this is not even usually how I do my hair. So really, I'm just already fucking up. Because I usually part it into 3s. And I'm just trying to do this just straight off the shit, which is stupid. Alright, so I kind of got my life together a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing to rave about. I really should have probably put this so the hair is not in the way. Alright, so back to school. Y'all let me know if y'all could relate to anything I'm saying. Not even let me, but what is the craziest memory you have? Like, well, not even the craziest memory, but like, what is the worst or best memory that you have of college or high school or middle school or elementary school? Bruh, I didn't even tell y'all, like, real quick, let's jump back real quick to elementary school. When I went to elementary school / daycare in New York, I was in this school, and I know they closed down now because bitch, they not having that in 2022. You could barely walk outside your house without niggas judging you or you know, canceling you. So I know they don't got this in school no more, but they used to beat us with paddles. Like, nap time, bruh, if you got your name on the board, so nap time was like towards the end of the day. Probably like an hour or so into the end of the day, right? I mean, before the end of the day, if even. Point is, during that time, right, so you go through the whole day, you go morning, learning, then you go to lunch, eat. Throughout that whole time, you had these people. They was like the fucking police patrol. I don't know. But they would watch you. These special people would set out to watch you. They would watch all the kids, not just you, not just me, but like all the kids. And if you did something that this needed reprimanding, they would literally write your name on the board, right? And beat you with a paddle in that time. Give you like lashes at lap time, depending on how many like X's or strikes you have by your name. No cap. I went to that. I'm like, now that I think I'm like, bitch, what? Like, I survived some shit, bro. Cause what the, like, do they do that no more anymore? I don't know, maybe in other countries, but bitch, I was in America and that was happening to me. And I used to be so terrified because even though I knew I didn't have my name on the board, I never got paddled. Bitch, I never got paddled. Don't play with me. But just knowing that I still got so scared and so anxious because just knowing that that person was walking around at nap time with a fucking paddle and could beat your shit at any time was so scary to me. It was so terrifying. And then you would just hear somebody get popped and hear crying while you napping. Who does that? Like, that is some shit. Bruh, who allowed this in the schools of New York? I hope there's no other. Y'all let me know, because if that exists still today, then we need to call somebody. Somebody got to help us. Biden, he don't really give a fuck about this, but somebody call somebody, because this shit's crazy. So there was that. But jumping back to middle school, I think I'm really pretty much done with middle school, man. I don't think anything else. I'm just gonna say this real quickly, and hopefully that none of y'all really hear this, but people used to have competitions of who gave the best hand job. Middle school, in my eyes, when I think about it, was a big ass orgy, bruh, of kids experimenting. There was learning, there was definitely learning, but it was just a lot of experimenting. And let's move on to high school, right? So boom, high school, right? I went to high school in New York. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't believe my school days, bro. High school was lit, man. I loved high school. I'm probably one of the few people who probably do that shit again, despite the depression and the anger. Cause I was an angry bitch in middle school. I really was. I mean, in high school. Sorry, I was really angry in high school. But despite all that, I loved like my high school experience and the high school friends that I made. And although I probably don't even talk to them, probably not even one. I'm just kidding. I do talk to like maybe two of them, but. Either way, like at the time, the friends that I had made, the group of friends that I met, we was so solid, bro. Like, we was so solid, man. Shout out to y'all, man. We was so solid. Like, I'm talking about like Breakfast Club solid, bro. Like, we knew, you knew who was down with the game. You knew what was going on, and we was just. And I had my best friend, which, like I said, she not my best friend now, but in my heart, like we're not actually best friends now, but in my heart, she always gonna be like a best friend, like. I have so much respect for her because of like I said, I was a very depressed and angry girl in middle school. So, I mean, high school. I was still in high school. I mean, middle school. I was very angry in that time. And she, you know what I'm saying, put up, or not put up, but she was with me through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I went through a lot of shit. So, I'll always respect that girl. But anyways, boom, right? So, high school. Ooh, high school. High school is just like middle school, but obviously like upgraded a little bit because you have, I guess, for some people a little more freedom and a little more choices. Like you are more in control of a little more of your choices that happen to you because you're more matured and stuff. So boom, boom, boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? I told you I was very, I was depressed and shit. So I used to always run away from home. That's not really maybe a specific high school like memory in terms of like actually in school, but when I tell you like my friends was solid, like my best friend at the time was solid. Like I used to run away to the house all the time. Like I'm talking about traveling. At one point I did live in Long Island, and if y'all don't know what that is or y'all don't know New York set up like that, go look at a fucking map. Maybe I'll put a map up here, I don't know, but I used to travel from by myself high school, which is not crazy because I mean riding public transportation in New York is just pretty normal, but I used to go from Long Island to Queens like every weekend because I was running away. And I'm being a little dramatic, but like real talk, like I was out there traveling when I was in high school. There was times like we was going out. My best friend at the time had a lot more freedom than I did, but did that really stop me from doing what I wanted to do for the most part? No, I just took the consequences and whatever. But y'all listen to y'all parents, okay? Because if you're currently in school right now, freaking, you know, watching this video, please don't do what I did, okay? But I used to be out and about, not listening to anything that had to do with a curfew, bitch, because I wanted to be out. I hated being in the house in high school. I loved being at my friend's house. My grandma would tell you, she'd be like, you care about your friends. You care about being your friends. Your friends is your family more than your family. And I'd be like, yes, because... no. Yes, lady. Because they hold it down. Like, what are you talking about? But let's try to go to more happy memories, right? So boom, right? I don't remember what year this happened, but in high school, I almost got stabbed on a bus. So like when I was telling you I was on public, you know, you ride public transportation in New York, that's regular shit. So one time on my way home from, this is not really school related, but I was on my way home from school, so I'm gonna put that in this video, okay? Because I was on my way home from school, and I don't know what it was about me, but this lady she was not fucking with me. And this could probably be his own video, but I'm gonna try to say the story real quick. But boom, she thought I was somebody else. She clearly had mental problems, you know what I'm saying? Mental health is a serious thing. I say that all the time. So, but at the time, they was probably not really giving a fuck as much as they do now. So boom, right? She sees me on the bus. I'm standing right next to her. The bus is full. It's rush hour. The bus is lit. So I'm standing there. Homegirl sitting in front of me. She turns back. She's like, don't touch my chair. And I'm like, I have my headphones in. So I just, you know, when you can't hear somebody, but you just reacted like, okay, whatever. So I kept my hand there. Because I don't know what she said. For real. And I'm like, girl, I'm not even touching you. So then I go do that. Then she turns around. She's like, don't move. She's like, don't move. What are you looking at? She starts going off, basically. So I move a little bit away from her. Like probably another person behind her. This lady gets up. She's pissed. I don't know what I did. I didn't do nothing to her, but apparently I did something all to her. She gets up, and she had like this beauty, you know, them black plastic bags you get from the beauty supply store, or at least in New York, you get that from the beauty. You always knew somebody came from the beauty supply store or the corner store if they had a black bag, a black little bag. So she had that. This girl took out her tooth comb and proceeded to come at me with it, literally trying to stab me. Everybody on the bus was trying to hold her back. People was going. It was traumatizing. I swear to God, I barely took the bus after that. Which luckily for me, I ended up getting a car. Like I literally ended up getting a car maybe like a month or so after that. But I literally, no. Like I was so traumatized from using the bus. Because I kept thinking I was going to see her. And she literally lived, she literally lived in my area. I was living in, by like Hollis, I was living in like St. Albans area at the time. Shit was crazy. That was not a particular high school story, but bitch, shit was crazy. So now I'm finna jump to my senior prank. Yes, babe.
You said 9 o'clock.
Okay, but I'm still here. Like, what happened?
I just wanted a kiss.
Okay.
Why are you getting upset with me?
Because
you told me 9 o'clock. I could come over here and bother you. That's what I heard you say. It's 9:02. You getting an attitude because I'm coming to bother you? Like I'm confused. Hello?
I didn't even make it to college yet.
That ain't my business.
I'm gonna have to make this another video, bro. College was some lit ass stories, so y'all needs to really look at that shit, bro. I'm gonna probably make that a part 2.
They don't want the freestyle, they want the beat down like what?
Okay, come here, kid.